of DoraHacks and the Binance Smart Chain um, blockchain hackathon at Singapore and Southeast Asia. So I think this is the third live streaming session we're hosting. So tonight we will have two projects. The first project is Hashtagger. So Hashtagger is a project where users can get paid cryptocurrencies for making social media posts. So very interesting concept. And the second project is called Project Arc. So it's a world's first social impact NFT marketplace. So I think it's an NFT project for environmental conservation. So without further ado, we introduce Hashtagger. Just for information, if you are a developer or a team from the Southeast Asian region, you can go to hackerrange.io/en/grant, and you will see the GHS grant, and you will be able to submit your project to the grant and the hackathon and apply for the grant. So with high quality projects, we will invite these projects to DoraHacks community live streaming session and introduce the projects. So Saiba, you can start.
Thanks a lot, Eric, for your kind words. And let me just share my screen now. Yeah. Is my screen visible in full screen mode?
Yeah, it's full screen. I think it's all good.
Okay, perfect. So hello everyone. First and foremost, thanks for being here. If you are an investor, then we are happy to talk to you. If you are a developer, then we are actually also recruiting right now. So you can reach out to us through various means in this presentation. And if you're just a community member, welcome, and we would love to talk with you also, because that is what is one of the most important aspects of a blockchain project. We are Hashtagger, the home for the crypto community. And what does that mean? Before we get into too much of detail there, maybe I can first tell you like who we are. This team comprises of myself and Lucas. Lucas is our CTO. He is a French person currently based in Taiwan. He has studied from HEC, ESG, etc. And he has worked with multiple number of startups leading their cryptography efforts and so on. Myself, I have studied from University of Oxford, IIT Delhi, which is India's top institute. I've previously worked in IBM. I've previously also worked in the cryptocurrency company Zilliqa. There my work was to go to the top universities of the world and tell them about new use cases, new possibilities of blockchain, not just something which has already been done. And doing one of those things, I stumbled upon one use case during a brainstorming session, which I thought made a lot of sense, and that is what I wanted to develop. To give you more details of that, this was that use case, Hashtagger, which is a crypto community as a service platform for social media. Basically, users like you will get paid for tweeting about cryptocurrencies. Now, why is this interesting? First and foremost, this is a simple graph which shows how many tweets have been made about Bitcoin and Ethereum in the past year. The total number you can see on a single day, it goes to 224,000, etc. Over the year, there have been millions of tweets which have been made. And that is just Bitcoin and Ethereum. If I include the graph of Dogecoin here, then believe it or not, it will dwarf both of them combined. That is the power of the tweet and the community which happens. Like the more popular a project is, usually you'll find more and more tweets about that. But the question is, of all these tweets made, how many of the tweets actually got paid for their effort? They obviously contributed a lot to the valuation of the project. But the people who are tweeting, did they get directly paid? In any other industry, if you're promoting somebody, you'll get paid. But in crypto, so far, that simply has not been the case. So there are three kind of stakeholders here, right? There is non-crypto Twitter users, people who are completely new to the crypto world. There are Twitter users, including us, who know about crypto and still are using Twitter. Everybody, basically. And finally, there are the crypto companies who live and die by the support of their communities. These are the detailed problems and solutions how we are tackling that, but that's a lot of text, right? Let me reduce that. The most important aspect is this. We will be their starter crypto. What is starter crypto and what does this mean? Why am I repeating this? It means that currently, for people like us, a lot of complexity of blockchain, we have already adapted to it, right? We understand what is MetaMask, how to buy and sell crypto, etc. But anybody new, and that is most of the population, for them that is still a big hurdle. We aim to solve that because here you don't have to use you don't have to do any fiat to crypto conversion. You don't need to know, hey, which exchange can I register in? How do I do my KYC, etc. No, here you require to spend $0 USD. You just need to spend like 5 minutes of your time and make a crypto tweet on your Twitter, and done. Within 5 minutes, you're now eligible for getting free tokens. This is extremely beginner friendly. But how do we do this? What is the economics of this whole thing, right? By letting the crypto companies reward their social media crypto community. Now, in fact, if you're one of the entrepreneurs or you're trying to make your crypto company right now through DoraHacks, these are some of the things that you will always pay attention to. These are the problems which every crypto companies have to solve. First of all, you'll be building the dApp. And for that, there are plenty of companies which will help you do that. Ethereum is there, Binance Smart Chain is there, an excellent platform, Algorand, Zilliqa, so on and so forth. You'll then have to do security check for your applications, your smart contracts. Again, plenty of companies which are helping you do that. So take QuantStamp, etc. Fundraising, plenty of companies, there are institutions which help you do that. Liquidity provision, there are plenty of centralized and decentralized exchanges like Binance and others, Coinbase, etc., which help you do that. But then there is this problem that each and every coin has to build and engage a community, and there is no real standardized solution for that. And that is where we come in. So what we do is we basically match two sides of this market, right? On one side, there is the cryptocurrency, which is bullish. On the other side, there is the community member who wants to engage and be a part of this crypto community. Both of them want each other. What we are doing is the matchmaking. What the cryptocurrency is providing is incentives to its users in the community. They say, okay, kindly learn about what we are doing, evangelize us, and in exchange, we will provide you tokens. And what is the community member doing? In exchange of getting tokens, etc., they are providing evangelism. They are spreading the word to their network on Twitter or other social media exchanges on why their network should pay attention to this particular cryptocurrency project. Both sides win if this is done right. Handling this economics is the key to this. Through this mix, we will initially provide two services. One is evangelism. That is for mature projects which have already launched. They already have some kind of a community, but they're either looking to add on to that community or they're looking to revitalize the existing community, maybe for a product launch, new product launch, maybe for an anniversary or something like that. But then there is also the second service which we'll be having, and that is a launchpad service. Basically, this is for any new token which has not been listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. We'll be listing them as new, and we will be providing advertisement through a different particular manner. The question is, sure, we are doing this. This seems interesting, but why hasn't anybody else done that? This mixture of Web 2.0 and Web 3.0, that is social media and crypto, is it new? Is it strange? Is it interesting? The thing is, we have been working on this use cases for quite some time. I was probably the one who made the first one, and that was back in 2019. But since then, at that time, this question was coming up a lot. But since then, some companies have already made good advance. There is Maskbook, which went ahead and did something interesting on Twitter, and there is basically another service where you can buy tweets as NFTs. In fact, Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter himself, sold his first tweet on this particular service. So now people are realizing that this amalgamation is actually pretty interesting, and it is going to be something which is going to be vital for the crypto in the coming days. And we will be seeing more and more ventures coming into this space. We just hope to take the lead here. If you need another example of why getting a community behind any particular investment can revitalize that, you need to look no further than the mainstream example of GameStop and Reddit. I'm pretty sure you have already known about it through the mainstream news and everything, but in crypto, this is way more common, and that is again a value which Hashtagger provides. So, okay, that's a lot of theory. That's interesting. But how does submitting the tweet actually work? Instead of showing to you basically the slides, why don't I show you the actual website? So I'll stop sharing for a while, and let me share another screen of mine. Let me show you the actual website. Mm-hmm. All right, so here we are. This is Hashtagger. Basically, the users are told on how they can select which campaign they want to participate in, tweet about it, and finally get the crypto. And they are told other details, etc. The first and foremost condition is, of course, it must be easy for a newcomer. Here, all you need is your Twitter account. As long as you have a Twitter account, signing in is very easy. You do not need to understand what is a MetaMask. You do not need to do any KYC, etc. at this stage. You can directly come in. So it will ask my Twitter to authenticate. Done. I'm already in the website by one click. It will first and foremost show us the leaderboard. In the leaderboard, we'll see who is on the top, how much engagement they have, and the tweet links, etc. And one can improve the rank through participating in the campaigns. So I'll click on this. I'll go through the open campaigns. Each and every campaign will say, what do you need to participate in that campaign? For this campaign, I need to include hashtag Moo. Moo is the coin of Hashtagger, marketing outreach outcome. It needs to include the hashtagger, and it needs to include the URL, which is hashtagger.com. That is the website that you're currently looking at. It is actually live right now. You may not be able to join in right now because it is only through invitation at the moment, but you can always apply for the whitelisting. And if you like, you can contact us. We might whitelist you. So, okay, currently you can just go in and participate. Make a tweet and submit that tweet URL here. Actually, I've already done that tweet. So you can see that tweet being shown here. You can see that I've fulfilled the conditions. I've said testing Hashtagger and first tweet about hashtagger.com. Basically, I'm following the conditions which are mentioned here. So as long as I'm following these conditions, I can submit it. I won't be able to resubmit it. It will give me an error. So if I click on this, it will like just directly take me to copy link to tweet. I can just go and also directly check here that tweet is live, and all the interactions that you have with the tweet will be directly picked up in the forum. My engagement status is the following. I currently have one engagement with it. My rank in the leaderboard is this. And this is the graph over the time. I made this tweet around 27th April. There were nearly no views, no clicks, etc. But I think because of DoraHacks, etc., because DoraHacks publicized us, today it has shot up considerably. Today there are actually, as you can see, this graph goes here and then just rises up. Today there are more than 450 views which have happened, and that is incredible. Thanks a lot for checking that out. You can join us on Twitter to follow up more details, etc. So through this, we will see individuals' contribution, and then I can go to the control panel. The control panel is for the one who has actually created the campaign, and I'll be able to see the overall contribution by every participant, and I'll be able to see the leaderboard. I can also download the whole thing through an Excel sheet. Basically, so each and every pool will have a certain amount of tokens as a reward. Currently, there are no rewards, but usually it will be something like 50,000 Moo tokens or 100,000 Moo tokens, and so on. And it will last for a week. Within this week, we will figure out how much percentage of engagement have you contributed to the pool. So let's say if there have been 100,000 engagements in the pool, out of which you or your tweet brought in 65,000 engagements, then you will receive at least 65% of the pool reward. So that is the entire mechanism for that. Also, in the future, we will be having more mechanisms for that, such as Launchpad. I will now stop sharing the link to the website and go back to the presentation. So let me share the presentation link again. So this is what we just saw, how does the submitting the tweet work? How can a cryptocurrency make a bounty for the community? The leaderboard function. These are the future steps. In fact, like the thing is, what you need to realize is what is the big potential of this. I'll give an example on why exactly I chose this use cases out of all the use cases we could have built together. And the reason was way back when we were doing the campaign after I proposed the use case to one of the universities. After we did that, we basically ran a campaign for 3 days for a single hashtag of my previous company. And within those 3 days, approximately 10,000 people participated. We paid approximately $10,000 or $20,000 worth of bounties. And for that $10,000 or $20,000 worth of bounties, we received 45 million engagements. That's an incredible number. In order to give you a context of what does 45 million engagement means, let me give you a context, right? Kim Kardashian is perhaps the poster child of influencers on social media. In a recent court case, she has submitted that for her post, a paid post of hers, she charges approximately $500,000, and her average engagement is 3.5 million engagements or so. So that means if we take the same standard, then 45 million engagements is worth $6.5 million approximately, and all that for an expenditure of only $10,000 to $20,000. So that is how much potential it has. The thing is, like cryptocurrencies are about communities, and as long as we have the communities, there are a lot of interesting things you can do. These are the future steps. Once we have that, we will provide a better onboarding after the launch. This is after a few months. We'll provide a better onboarding that hides the wallet complexity also. So a new user would not need to learn about MetaMask or such thing. We will ease out the entire complexity to user experience and UI. We will provide some support for Telegram and Reddit also. This is in development. This is a general statement of intent right now. We'll provide a launchpad, of course. For the top influencers in the community, if you're a big influencer right now listening to that, we will provide you direct bounties and a Patreon-like platform in the coming months. We will enable the top influencers of platform probably to launch their own coins. This is still in discussion. We have to figure that out, how to do that. We'll enable social media-based payments. So should it be like, this is perhaps again a major use case, like PayPal is basically big because it allows people to just pay through their email ID. Can we not do the same thing for Twitter ID, etc.? So that is what we'll be going for. The only major issue is currently Twitter allows you to change your user ID. So that is why it is not the immediate feature, but the future feature. And we'll, of course, be providing a lot of analytics and social listening tools. The aim is to make sure that this become a fundamental gateway for everybody involved in the crypto. And that is us. We invite you to join our community. Our website is live right now. You can't log in because it is only through invitation right now, but apply for the whitelisting, and to some lucky users, some interested users will definitely be providing you an early access, and probably you'll be able to get some early tokens for that at IDO rate or perhaps even for free. We'll keep on updating you. Follow us on this website, our Twitter, which is hashtag at HQ, and our Telegram, which is #official. That is it from our side. We are looking forward to your questions. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, thank you, Saiba. I think it's pretty interesting, um, and I think you just made this mechanism into a platform. So like other projects, they can onboard and run their own campaign in the future, right? But the hashtag token will become the like the payment medium of uh, of this platform, right?
So yes, payment medium, the tracking medium, like exactly how much, like there are zero contracts required. You don't need you don't need to find the contracts. You don't need to find the influencers. You just need to post a bounty and you're done. The marketing will be done for you automatically after that because we are providing community as a service.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So one of the questions is how do you bootstrap the community?
We'll be bootstrapping the community through our IDO, etc. We'll be incentivizing the users tremendously. We are going to launch a social media game pretty soon for bootstrapping our community. The early users will get a significant amount of rewards. Those who are listening, it is your opportunity to join in early and be a part of that. Follow our links given in the video.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I have come across anything like it. So it's definitely very interesting. But in terms of the token economics, so previously we have like Steemit, but definitely Steemit is a different thing because it's like using their tokens to reward people instead of having a like a full payment reward mechanism. Um, but but what do you think of this kind of token, like a social media rewarding plus payment mechanism, like this kind of token economics? Like, what is uh, uh, the most important thing in the design of this kind of token and make it successful?
I think that's a great question, Eric. Like you've got to the nerve of it. Like, yes, token economics is the central part of this, right? And Steemit was actually a very good comparison that you just made. Now, the difference with the Steemit is the Steemit wanted to build its own platform and it wanted to like promote that platform instead. We are not doing that. We are using an existing platform where the traffic is already there, the community is already there. We are not a social network, we are a social network monetization tool. So that is a completely different ball game altogether. That makes many things way, way easier for the community as well as for the advertisers. It provides a viral impact. Twitter has probably one of the most viral tools that is there. We have tested it out. As I said in my previous company, we ran a 3-day campaign for this. Within a week, we got more than 45 million engagement, which is worth like approximately $6.5 million, etc. And we spent like $10,000, $20,000 on that. The real challenge is to make sure that we are a marketplace, that we are not just airdropping money. We are making sure that the money is coming from the advertisers and going to the community members in a rational, sane way. The idea is to become like kind of the Google AdSense of crypto, because Google AdSense does that really well. It's the market platform for advertisement. Somebody advertises, and based on the number of views, based on the number of clicks, etc., somebody gets paid. So that is the idea. Be the Google AdSense. Don't be your own social media platform.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think we're almost out of time, and yeah, we would like to thank you guys to come to DoraHacks again. And yeah, so I think the previous live streaming was about another topic, right? And today you presented your project actually. So it's great and it's very interesting. So we would like to support from our side along the way. Yeah. So congratulations on the launch of the product. And thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. I'll just also conclude on a note, like recently we have also received more funding support, etc., from top venture capitalists such as Genesis Block Ventures, etc. Our association with DoraHacks has also been very, very helpful in meeting people, in knowing things. So thanks a lot, Eric. Looking forward to reach out. If you're a developer, we are recruiting right now. If you're an investor or if you're just a community member, talk to us, reach out. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Thank you, Sarah. So let's move to the next project. The next project I will. So Max, do you want to speak Chinese or English?
What's our audience like today?
Yeah. What's your target? So we're both live streaming on Bilibili and YouTube. But definitely, if you speak Chinese, because after 3 days we'll upload the video to both platforms. But if you want to talk more to the Chinese audience, we can speak Chinese. That will attract more people on Bilibili. Otherwise, we can speak English, or we can do another live streaming in Chinese later.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll do English now, and we can do a live stream with Chinese later. Is that okay? I think that might be.
Sure.
My slides are in English too, so I can have a chance to change my slides. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. So great. So welcome Max to DoraHacks live streaming. So I'm very excited to host this session too. So Max is also our old friend, and he's creating a very interesting and exciting project. So I think Project Arc is the sub-project of the bigger project. I think Max can introduce later. So Project Arc is applying for the Singapore and Southeast Asian grant as well. So it's the world's first social impact NFT marketplace. If you're a developer, you can log into hackerlink.io and submit your project. So if you're from Southeast Asian regions, you can submit your project to the grant. And if you are from other regions, we do have other quadratic funding grants and hackathons, online hackathons available. So there are tons of hackathons currently being hosted on HackerLink. So pick up your hackathon and participate. Yeah. So let's introduce Project Arc. Max, do you want to start and share your screen?
Yeah. Thank you.